Hi guys, Kim here, design team member with Swirlydoos Kit Club. Today I'm going to be working with our November project kit. We got some oil pastels by Prima in the kit, and we've also got some printables. These are the oil pastels. They're 24 colors in the box. I've already taken out some colors that I want to use, but I want to show you what's in the box. It's a wide variety of colors that are in here. And they're like creamy crayons. We've also got some ring binders, and we've got these 8x10 paintables also by Prima, and we've also got some watercolor paper. What I'm going to be making is an art journal using one of the 8x10s and the watercolor paper that I've already cut down to size to go with my paintable. And for the back side of it, for the back cover, I'm just using that sheet that came in the package of the paintables for my back cover to the art journal. The front's going to be decorative, the back's just going to be plain, and the middle is going to be filled with the watercolor papers that I've cut down to size. So, also in the kit, you've got the 3 ring binders. Like I said, the ring binders, I'm going to use those to bind my journal. We've got some flowers that are paintable and some string as well that you could also use as a binder. But I'm going to use the rings. Alright, we're going to start off by painting our cover. And the key to using these oil pastels is blending. You also need a water pen to use these. Let's go through the colors I'm going to use. First of all, I've got sky blue, I've got yellow orange, I've got yellow green, I've got cadmium green, it's hard to see that one, I've got red, and I've got magenta. Those are the colors that I chose to use to color my paintable with. And again, like I said, to use the oil pastels too, you're going to need, I'm going to use a water brush with mine. I've already filled it with water, and that's what I'm going to be doing. To start off, I'm just going to put some on my mat. You can use a mat, you can use a acrylic stamp pad, whatever you can to color. I'm also going to add a light blue to my color palette. And I'm going to start off with a clean mat because you don't want to contaminate your oil pastels. So we're going to get that cleaned up. And I'm going to start off by painting my big flower first. And again, like I said, the key to using these pastels is going to be blending, 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 blending. So I'm going to get some good color on my mat. And then I'm going to start to mix that color with a little bit of water from my water brush. And that's how I'm going to pick it up and paint on my paintable with this. So let's get started. Okay, so I've got my first layer of color on, and you see it's all varied in color. You want to make sure that everything's not one solid color so you can give your image some depth. It's a little wet, so I'm going to go ahead and dry it before I give it some more color. Okay, so I went in and I highlighted it with a little bit of yellow. Again, you're giving more depth to your image by layering these colors and variegating how dark it is in one spot and light in the other. You're kind of looking for the light in your project and the shade in your image. So we're going to keep coloring the rest of the images. All right, so now we've got some of our smaller images colored in. And again, I used varying colors and lightness and darkness, and used some lighter colors to highlight. And again, you just want to make sure you blend really well. We're going to get some of that background colored in. And again, I'm using two different colors, and when you use several different colors, you want to make sure you start with your lightest color first and blend really well to mix your colors so you don't see any lines of demarcation from where you started with one color to the next. Alright, so we're about halfway through now. My colors are coming out really well. Don't worry about going outside the lines if you do, or if you're missing spots, because you can always come back in color. And don't be afraid to turn your image around so you can get in and get all your colors in. So this is where we're at, and so far so good. And you can see some areas are lighter than the other, and those are the different colors that I've used.